and welcome everyone to our very first episode of our new Call of Cthulhu campaign, Below the Land of Fire. The title might not make a ton of sense now, but I promise you, it will. So, we're gonna go all around, we're gonna say who we are and who we're playing this fine evening. You've watched our Wintercroft Investigations, you've already seen all these lovely faces, but this is a new show, so we're gonna introduce them all again. I'm Lindy, and I'll be playing... I will be the keeper of arcane lore, because it's my job to send all of these slowly spiraling down the depths of insanity. Okay, it says reconnected, but did it lie? It says we're back. Okay. Yeah. That was a minute. Why don't we say, we're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. You'd say, how are you? I don't know if it picked it up or not, so how are you this night?
Once again, doing pretty well. Ready for a perfectly average session with the technical difficulties. Normal amount of technical difficulties. Is that it? Do I need to say anything else?
Who are you playing this evening?
Oh, yes, I'll be playing Parker Lee, who is a pond owner who is just trying to make it through the world one good deal at a time.
That is a goal that I hope you can achieve. Someone who's making her way through the world one good deal at a time is Nugatosaurus. Nugatosaurus, how are you this evening?
I'm great. I'm very excited for this game. I've been hyping myself up for it, so I'm eager to see what's going to happen. I'm playing Bobby Mae Dean. She's a photojournalist from the South, currently living in New York. She's had some wild adventures that she doesn't remember, so, just normal. It's fine. It's fine.
Someone who's completely normal is our Gloria. Gloria, how are you this evening?
Pretty good. I'm ready to as well, enjoy my nice average day, evening, whatever we start at. I'll be playing Irina Zhao. She is a tuner and a bit of a music technician who kind of travels around the country. She's either found in New York or San Francisco, usually New York.
Wonderful, wonderful. Someone who can be found in places is Prince. How are you tonight?
Love that transition.
There's
hello everyone, I'm
specialty
Prince. Also known as Dimples and Dice around the internet. I am going to be playing Theodore Teddy Gilbert. Just Teddy for short. He's a former boxer who got his ass kicked enough time, his brains knocked around. He figured maybe this is not the business to stay in long term after that. And so he decided to be a celebrity bodyguard. And then when that got boring, he decided to go on adventures with Wintercroft. Because how else are you going to go see the world than with weird people who do weird things?
Yeah. And sometimes, a lot of times the jobs are totally normal. I mean, sometimes they're a little weird. But a lot of times they're totally normal.
It's mostly boring and I get to go to cool places.
Exactly. It's a great gig. Just keep that in your minds as you progress through this adventure. Like, what a great job it is that you guys all have. So, with that in mind, we zoom in. It is a lovely day in April 1986. Y'all are, chilling, doing what it is that you do. We're gonna start with, let's start with someone who's living in New York currently. Nugget, how is Bobby Mae Dean this, it's probably afternoon. It's afternoon.
Afternoon, okay. Yeah, Bobby is it, what day of the week is it?
That is a fabulous question. Let me pull up a 1986 calendar because I meant to do this earlier. This is one of the things I was forgetting. I was like, I need to know the exact, because there's a timeline. April 1986. Thank you, Google. What day of the week? Beautiful. So, let's assume that it's April. Let's see. That's a day. Let me just do a bit of mental math here. Pardon me, groups. So this day a thing happens. And then on this day, so travel there. Yeah, let's say it's 11, 10, 9, 8, April 8th. which is a Tuesday.
A Tuesday. Okay.
Yes.
So beginning of the
Monday.
week.
It's a Monday. Let's go with
A
April
Monday.
7th. Just to yes, April 7th.
Okay.
Monday,
so middle
April 7th.
early afternoon. So
Yes.
Bobby is probably out someplace in like downtown New York. Probably has her camera with her and is currently at just a cafe getting some lunch.
Mhm.
She just got off of assignment. And she's just kind of hanging out at the moment. Just
Okay. Beautiful. So that's what you're doing on a Monday. You had received a message over the weekend that this evening, Wintercroft Investigations would love to hire your services for an important group job. Those don't
Okay.
happen nearly as often. Usually they're little solo things, so if it's a group mission, it's probably pretty important.
Okay. Did they give me a time, or did they just say afternoon, or evening?
Dinner. It'd be around
Dinner.
dinner. You're gonna have a dinner with your colleagues to get to know the group a little bit before you get sent out.
Okay. Then in that case, I would probably finish up my lunch and then go back to my apartment
Mhm.
and make sure that my go bag is all together because I'm very familiar with how Wintercroft likes to do things.
Sometimes they like to kick you out the door a little bit. Yeah.
Right away. Yeah.
Wonderful. So, what kind of person is Bobby May? Is she someone to show up early? Is she a right on time kind of gal? Is she always perpetually 5 to 10 minutes late kind of person?
Being a photojournalist, I imagine she arrives when it's not expected. So she can, like catch people off guard and see what they're doing when they don't think they're being watched, kind of thing.
Okay.
So she's probably like a solid 30, 45 minutes early to this thing.
I love it. I am so here for it. Okay. So they say the early bird catches the worm, and you're here to get all the worms. That
All
may
of
not
them.
have been the right analogy, but we're gonna stick with it. So, yeah, you're gonna be the first, I'm pretty sure, to arrive then at the Wintercroft office to have your little mission briefing and then get a dinner with your colleagues, paid for by the company, of course.
Of course.
So, the next person to arrive would probably be another New York native, someone who lives in the area. So, Prince, what is Teddy doing this fine Monday afternoon or evening time before going to his mission briefing?
So Teddy still has a lot of celebrity contacts, so he's probably doing lunch with fancy people in fancy places. He has put enough money aside to be able to afford these things, but for the most part, he usually doesn't have to pay because he's done some good work for different people. So, he might be, having, brunch with Madonna. Who knows?
I'm here for it. Sometimes we all just want to have a little brunch with Madonna. And is Teddy the kind of person who shows up on time, a little late, early,
Oh, he's on time.
punctual?
Probably early, because he's used to being at like boxing matches, weigh-ins. He's used to scoping places for like celebrities. Is there any particular threat places? Where do I need to set up the security teams, that sort of thing? So, at least 5 to 10 minutes early to everywhere. So extricating himself is not that big of a deal. It's like, hey, I'll see you again next time. Don't worry, I'll be back. It's me. It's Teddy. You can trust me.
Yes, we hope that he will be back. We hope.
Why you have to say it like that?
I guess it's Cthulhu. We don't know. But someone who we might know. Let's see. Let's say that Irina is in New York at the moment. Irina,
Okay.
what are you doing on a typical Monday afternoon, early evening? Wintercroft wants to speak with you later about a group mission.
I mean, she probably had some annoying rich person's
Oh, for sure.
daughter's piano to tune this morning, so she's making up for that by vegging out on her couch, potato chips on her chest, and just some random show and just staring at that until she looks at the time and it's like, right. Just looks at the backpack, puts it on, heads out.
Is she an early, on time, or a little bit late kind of gal?
Probably just on time, like
Punctual.
before the 1 minute late mark.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So she's technically not late, but not on the dot.
I'm here for it. All right. And then of course, she'll be coming in right on time. We know who our early birds are. Mr. Parker Lee. You have been flown in to New York from LA for this group mission. So you're probably coming in. You could be there early, but you're not going to be able to be like an hour early. Like you're gonna take a taxi from the airport to Wintercroft probably. There is a hotel room that has been provided to you since you don't live locally, and that's where
Hey,
dinner will be
love
later
that.
this evening.
All right.
But are you an early, on time, or a little fashionably late kind of guy?
I mean, if I'm in a place like New York, I'm going to come in as early as I can, Like to get the lay of the land, maybe hit up a local place or two, see what they're offering, see
Ooh.
what, maybe if something kind of slipped later.
Nice. Wonderful. So, I think that determines who is going to be in what order. Bobby May. It is 45 minutes. I'm sorry,
Yep.
52 minutes before your mission briefing. And you walk into Wintercroft Investigations. You see Carol, the third generation receptionist for Wintercroft Investigations, sitting there at the front desk. Oh, Miss Dean, you're a bit early as usual, I see. Would you like a cup of coffee or anything?
Just tea would be fine, thanks.
Just tea. We got chamomile, green, English breakfast, Irish breakfast. What kind of...
Let's go with English today. I think English with just like a little bit of milk in it would be perfect.
All right, I'll fix that right up for you. We're gonna be doing, since it's a group briefing, it's gonna be upstairs.
All right.
All right, it's gonna be upstairs, room 207. If you just wanted to go make yourself comfortable, I'll bring the tea up in a bit.
Perfect. Thanks, darling.
First, you get first dibs on the donuts up there.
I'll head on up.
So she'll make the tea. You can see that there is this is a group mission briefing room, so they've got the projector out there. But instead of just like the two armchairs that they have in the downstairs mission briefing, this one has like a couple couches, a couple individual armchairs. It's all very comfortable. It's not like the typical like rigid, hard like fold up metal chairs corporate
Fold chairs,
environment.
yeah.
It's a bit comfortable. They want their employees to be taken care of here at Wintercroft. They don't.
I'll take
You know.
one of the individual chairs.
Yeah, there's like a big lazy boy, like
Mhm.
the one that's broken in a little, so it's like extra comfy.
Perfect. I'll take that one.
And your tea is brought in for you by Carol. She goes, here you go, darling. I didn't put any sugar in it, just a bit of milk, and that's English breakfast.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right. Just let me know if you need anything else. We got an intercom installed recently. You can just push a button, and I can hear you downstairs.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you very much, darling. I appreciate it.
All right. I'll see you after your mission briefing in 40 minutes.
Yep, sounds good.
All right. So she goes back downstairs, and you have about 15, 20 minutes to yourself before someone walks in. Probably about 20 minutes to yourself. Someone walks. So the people who are just 20 minutes early, it would be both Teddy and Parker. Y'all like arrive at the front door at the same time. It's one of those awkward situations where like you're kind of like trying to see who's gonna get to the door first, but then someone has to make a move. So that is exactly boop where you
No,
are.
after you. Please, go ahead.
Well, I got this big ass clock, so maybe you go first and hold the door open for me.
If you say so.
Hey. Nice.
Oh.
Even.
Hello, you must be Mr. Parker Lee.
Yeah, you guys got a coat check I can use for a clock check?
Clock check. That's a big ass clock.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You know, we have a room for things like that. Is this related to a Wintercroft thing?
Yes.
Okay, I'll put it in it goes in a different room then. We're gonna just, is it okay if I touch? I'm just gonna guide you down to that room. Hello, hey, Teddy, Mr. Gilbert. It's nice to see you again.
How you doing, darling?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Oh, good. So glad to hear it. So mission briefing is gonna be upstairs, room 207. There's already someone in there. I'm gonna guide Mr. Lee to the room where we put the things. And then upstairs. Make yourself cozy. There's some donuts. Can I get y'all any tea or coffee?
Oh, I'll
Coffee
take
be
tea
great.
and coffee.
Tea and coffee. I know how you like yours. All right, we'll get to you in a sec. Let's put that clock away. And she gets up behind her desk and moves the little foldy armed handle thing, and we'll guide Parker down the hall a good ways, and then down into the basement. And then there's a room, and she pulls out a key ring and unlocks 3 locks on the door.
Should have told them regular code check would have been fine.
Saw this in
Well,
control.
too deep into the lie now. Ugh.
It's all right. You can just put it. And you see in this room, there's little yellow duct tape squares on the floor, just to keep. And you see there's only one item. There's smaller duct tape squares and bigger duct tape squares. Because you can put that clock in probably 3B over there.
Oh, sure.
Let's have you fill out a form.
Set it down. Forms.
Yes.
Paperwork.
There you go. It's just a little slip. Just the way we know what that is and why it's here. Just things sometimes randomly show up or disappear, and it's not good. But it's fine. So just have you fill that out for me. Let me take you upstairs, and then I'll get that tea and coffee for you.
I write down my name, and then I just I write some things, and then it just becomes chicken scratches. We'll just.
It's
leave it
is this
alone.
item hazardous to touch? That kind of thing. Just random, just totally normal, mundane questions about checking in items. It's fine. I wouldn't worry about it. But your clock is safe. It's actually really safe down here. And she locks the 3 locks behind you. It's the key is on the other side. And then we'll guide you up. But while all that's happening, Teddy, you were able to make your way upstairs to room 2. You walk in and you see Bobby May. Bobby May, why don't you describe what you look like?
Yeah, so she is a very tall, pushing 6 foot, maybe a little over 6 foot woman. She has her hair is normally styled. It's blonde. It's in a high ponytail. Just wearing a simple striped shirt and high-waisted mom jeans kind of thing. She's definitely a thicker woman. But she's just very relaxed, just writing in a notebook at the moment in this very comfortable recliner.
And what does Bobby May see as Teddy walks in?
Yeah, so Bobby May will see a tall black man, dark skin, bald. He wears a thick gold chain, usually in a shirt not unlike mine, with undershirt sort of under it where you could clearly see it. He's large. He was a former heavyweight boxer, so he's standing about 6'4". He's probably about 250-ish pounds. So he's a big man. And he has a sort of busted up crooked-ish nose. You get the feeling that this man has been in a scrap or two, even if you've never seen him box. Mm-hmm. And you also get the feeling that maybe he was not on necessarily the winning end of those scraps that he was in.
Wonderful. So, yeah, you walk in, you see Bobby May. Bobby May sees you.
Oh, well, hi there, darling.
Hello, miss. My name's Teddy.
Bobby May Dean, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Bobby May. Do you prefer
assuming
Bobby
you're-
May or?
Any works. Bobby May is just what people back home call Bobby's fine. That works as well. Anything.
All right.
I'm assuming you're here for the investigation as well.
Yeah. I've been working here for a few years and doing some odd jobs.
Oh wow, yeah, I've been working for Wintercroft for a couple of years as well. It's crazy we haven't ran into each other until now.
Yeah, they usually put me on with the rooks because they get a little scared of things. And,
yeah, I can see that.
It usually is
That makes
nothing to be scared of. I never understand. Last time
I've
we were
never
literally
had-
just grabbing a cat out of a tree. It was
Out of a
pretty
tree.
tall, but not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I had one. The last one, it was just like this crazy girl who thought all of these conspiracy theories were happening, but it was literally nothing. It was just a bear. So
Oh, just
they're
reading the
never
National
crazy.
Enquirer a few times. Yeah,
Yeah, just reading too many of those stories. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And y'all are having this lovely conversation when Parker is escorted up to the room by Miss Carol. And what does
Hey,
Parker
Mr.
look
Clock.
like?
Here's your form. Ah, well, if it isn't the gentleman from downstairs. Thanks for holding that door open for me.
Of course.
Hey, looks like we got a little party going on here.
Oh, well, hi there. I'm Bobby May Dean. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, pleasure's all mine. Parker Lee. And you'll see that Parker is a Chinese man, about average to a little shorter than average height. He dresses in what he likes to call business comfort, where it's very much for staying cool, comfortable, but not like overly relaxed. So he does have a chain around his neck, just because I think that's a fun affectation kind of thing.
Wonderful. Which one's being weird? So yeah, you were greeted as Mr. Clock as you enter into the room, and it's not long before a tea and a coffee, two coffees are brought up, one for Teddy, just how he likes it, and one for Parker. However, Parker said that he takes his coffee
Oh, well,
black, and just a cup of black coffee. Then I'll be right back with your tea. It's steeping downstairs.
So
need my go
what
juice.
what's this here? I hear about a clock.
Well, Wintercroft flew me in early. Well, I requested early so I could like to scope out what the locals are doing. I run a shop back home in LA, pawn shop, knickknacks, all that sort of thing. So, if I have some time, I like to roam around and see if anyone got sloppy with their appraisals, see if there's any treasures hiding among the trash they got here. So,
Oh, all right. Well, and are clocks like a normal thing that people sell? I guess.
oh,
I've never thought about it.
there's this whole thing going on, old classical style, just like big gaudy pieces. Back home, that clock's going to sell for at least 3 times the price I brought it.
Oh, wow.
So I may have forgotten how I'm going to actually get it back home, but we'll figure that out.
Yeah. Devil's in the details.
Called us tomorrow problems, right?
Yeah, tomorrow problems.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Any
Well,
any inklings on what we're doing here? What our mission might be? This is the first time I've been on a group one.
it might be interesting. I was recently partner up. They sent me all the way off country. It's a nice
Oh, wow.
weird rinky dink town. I mean, honestly, might like to retire there. But wild stuff. Ended up just being the neighbor's dog, that old trope. So
Oh, yeah.
when it comes to Wintercroft, I just don't assume anything. If they're paying for me to go somewhere, I'll go.
That
that's
is a
my
fair
idea.
philosophy. Fair
Mhm.
philosophy. I guess I'm just too nice for my own good.
And you can pass the time. Tea is eventually brought up for Mr. Lee, and it is exactly the minute of like the time being to have the mission briefing. And been told there's one more, and she arrives downstairs. Just as dear Carol looks like she's gonna be like, oh no, she's late. Everyone else is upstairs already waiting. Oh, Miss Zhao, you're here. So glad you made it. I hope traffic wasn't too terrible.
It was fine.
Okay. Can I get you a coffee or tea?
She's just like, how much coffee can you put in a cup?
I'll get the big mug. Okay. We're gonna get you the big mug. How you usually like it? Okay, let's it's gonna be a group meeting, so it's gonna be upstairs, room 207. I'll bring you the thermos in a minute. Okay?
Got it.
Alright.
And she'll go up. She's like, wait, what did you say? Group? Halfway up. And get to the room, look at that, and is like, checks the time, is like, Hello?
Yeah, and you see Miss Irina Zhao open the door. There are 3 other people in this room. It appears you are the last to arrive.
Being on time late these days? It's like, oh God, people. And just gives everybody a bit of an awkward nod. So Irina is kind of like she's Lindy size, so she's like extra mini. So she's this like small Chinese lady who looks like she's being probably swallowed by her ginormous band t-shirt, like Metallica shirt, and a nice big backpack. I need to probably order one of those shirts. Brain. And she looks tired, like she probably could do with a lot of coffee, a lot of sleep, maybe a combination of both. And yeah, she just kind of trudges in, gives you all like a bit of like an awkward nod. It's like, oh, people.
Teddy
Well, hi
Gilbert.
there.
Hi, fancy seeing other people. I honestly thought this place was being run by Carol and a bunch of gophers. With
Are
people
you
clothes.
who we're waiting for, or
I mean,
are you in charge?
definitely not. I just go where they send me. Last time I got sent to Korea.
Hey, well, welcome to the traveling club. Hopefully they'll send us somewhere nice and cool given the heat coming on these days.
I would definitely like that, and probably with less serial killers. That'd be nice.
Pardon?
I'm sorry, did you say serial killers?
Just
So
gives a
you
nod.
don't want to go to Ohio, is what you're saying.
Oh, that's fair.
No, the last place they sent me was Korea, and yeah, it was serial killer lady. Wanted to be a fox.
Well, that's fun.
That is certainly
Was she actually a fox?
reason to kill
Of
someone, I
course not.
guess.
I
Okay.
mean,
I guess it could be Russians. That's what I had to deal with.
aha! Is that so? She smiles awkwardly. Russians, right? And she just grabs a seat.
Dang,
And-
all I got was
Really?
a chatty foreign partner and a big old dog going around
Nice.
and everyone thinking goes bumping around. And I thought I had exciting. You guys got all the fun missions, apparently.
Man, mine sounds boring compared to y'all's.
Yeah, I
And-
fought a large man for cocaine. It was a weird experience.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, we'll
I
talk
feel
about it
like-
in more detail later.
Yeah, maybe we could do that after the briefing. It sounds like all of you guys
I
have
need to hear these
stories.
stories.
Yeah.
You hear
You guys down for drinks?
Oh,
Here-
absolutely.
always.
you hear on the intercom. Oh, by the way, you can just push the big red button. Everyone's there now. Have fun with the mission briefing. Come downstairs when you're done. And so I would like everyone to go watch their mission briefing video.
Yeah.
All right.
Hushed rumors have been circulating about a new cult making its way across South America. The cult is communicating cryptically over the internet and via private mailing lists. We managed to gain access to their online forum where they apparently leave clues to their next meeting location via riddle. They also seem to select a chosen one from each meeting, and those people have not been seen or heard from since. They call themselves the followers of Yacumama. Yacumama translates to Mother of Water, a gigantic snake or worm-like creature at least 100 feet, possibly even up to 200 feet long, good lord. Anyways, according to legend, the Yacumama would suck up any living thing that passed within 100 steps of it. While it's doubtful that there is an actual giant snake in our midst, there is for certain a devoted and secretive cult at play. Their intentions are unknown at best, but people have been going missing, so we need you to find and confront their leader. We have discerned that their last meetup was at the Morai ruins in Peru, which was once an ancient Incan agricultural experiment lab, and suspect the next stop is Lake Titicaca. But check out the Morai ruins first to confirm and see what you can learn before trying to confront them.
Love it.
So that's your mission briefing.
All right. I hate snakes so much. It'll
It'll be fine.
be fine. Well, all right then. I guess cultist is as exciting as it's gonna get. That's interesting.
Now, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to interrupt this for a second. Did I hear Lake Titicaca?
That is
Sure
what I
sound-
heard.
Yep.
Sure sound like it.
Right. All right. I just had to make sure it wasn't my mind being a little dirtier than I expected it to be.
Must be a fun place to be.
It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, but looks like we gotta head down to these ruins first. I'm guessing we got tickets and an itinerary already laid out.
I
Oh,
suspect so.
are they
More
gonna
than
kick us on the
That's
plane
fine.
right now? I was hoping for one night more in New York before they had us on a plane.
Well, they did say we were getting dinner first, so
Oh, yes. Okay, at least it's enough sit down time for a meal.
Yeah,
we're
wine us
fo-
and dine us before we go to the cults.
before we go see a
Emphasis
cult,
on the wine,
yeah.
hopefully. But we need to go check in with the downstairs afterwards. Was it?
Yeah, she'll give us our mission briefings and all our folders and everything, our tickets. She'll give us everything we need.
All
Yeah.
right.
You head
Well,
downstairs.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, please.
So, well, it's good to be working with all of you. Hopefully, we get to know each other around dinner time. But yeah, I guess we should go to get those plane tickets sorted out.
Yeah, sounds like a
Yeah,
plan.
absolutely.
You go downstairs, and Carol has a folder for each of you, labeled with your name and like a sticker on each one, just color coded, so she can help keep. It's her own personal system. Keep everything straight. And she hands you each your folder. She goes, "All right, so I called a cab to take you to a local hotel that's got a really nice restaurant for dinner. Mr. Lee, your room is in that same hotel. You're the rest of you are locals, so you already have accommodations. In the morning, there's a cab to come pick you up, take you to the airport. You're gonna be flying from New York City to Lima, Peru, and then from Lima, Peru, you gotta catch a connecting flight to Cusco. Cusco? We're gonna go with Cusco. I don't speak Spanish, but I know a couple of you do, so you should be okay down there in South America. Think they speak a lot of Spanish in Peru. You know, I've never been myself. I just kind of stay local, but it should be a lot of fun, you know, in Peru. And we've got a local driver. We're trying to arrange a local driver so he can drive you around wherever you need to go in the Cusco, Morai ruins, Puno, Titicaca area. Sorry, I made that whole intro and I laughed every single time at Lake Titicaca. I just can't help it. I'm 12 years old. Hi. So, you know, we've got a driver. I'm going to have a driver arranged for you by the time you get to Cusco. He'll stand there with the sign. We haven't quite figured out the time zone differences. We haven't quite figured out exactly who it is yet. But, good luck, you guys. Stay safe. There's a little bit more details in your folders. Feel free to look them over. Have a lovely rest of your evening. And, yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Oh, looks like your cab's here to take you to the restaurant for dinner.
Perfect.
Right.
So,
I'm hungry.
At least to feed
Yeah.
us.
Mm-hmm.
I will never say no to free food.
Do you think we'll have time to buy some more supplies? I don't usually get sent out to.
Well, we're not
Peru?
leaving till the morning, so, and everything's open late here in New York, so.
I'd recommend sunscreen. I mean,
I
for
was
y'all,
thinking
not
of getting
necessarily
some-
me.
Definitely me.
I was thinking of getting some Tiger Balm.
What is
Good stuff.
that exactly?
Salve that cures everything. Mostly bug bites.
But
Oh,
don't
well,
put
should
it
have told me
everywhere.
about that when I was boxing.
Well, just be careful in your more tender areas, or else kind of bites a bit too much.
Hmm.
Tristan? All right.
Lake
I don't know if I
Titicaca.
like biting on my.
Yeah, Lake Titicaca be boiling.
I prefer if my caca is not boiling.
Fair.
Most people do. So it's a lovely ride you have in the taxi on the way to the restaurant. The driver looks very confused but doesn't say anything. Like a good New York cab driver. You know, it's New York. He's not gonna ask too many questions. He's heard worse, stranger, all sorts of things. You were dropped off in front of a lovely hotel. It's got a nice restaurant. It's not quite fine dining, so you don't feel awkward. But it's definitely they have everything from like hamburgers to steak and potatoes. There's a wide variety of dishes available there, and there is a little table reserved for you guys, kind of like on by the side, so it's a little quieter. And a waiter to bring you whatever it is that you need. So you're seated down. You've had a few minutes with the menu, and your waiter is going to come around and say, "All right, so what can I get you all to any drinks tonight?" We've got a lovely special on champagne and rose, and we've
I
got
believe that's rosé.
rose. No, it's spelled out rose.
You see the act. Never mind.
That's a Monday special, but we do have a wide variety of other wines, including Merlot, Cabernet,
Oh, we
and
got that one.
Pinot White, Noir, and
Oh my god.
Charlemagne Chardonnay. We also have some beers on tap, like got a Bud Light, Hefeweizens. The Hefeweizens are actually really nice this time of year. We've got some lagers. We've got yeah. That's now we also have hard liquors like vodka, whiskey, tequila, gin, mixes, water. We have unsweet tea, Coke. Actually, no, I'm sorry. We have Pepsi. We don't have Coke.
He's really just going through the entire list of drinks, huh?
Can
This is
I
on
just get?
Wintercraft's time, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I'll take a Jack and Coke, I suppose.
Jack and Jack. We only have Pepsi.
You just said.
I used to work at a different restaurant. They had Coke. This place only has Pepsi. We have Tab.
Just give me the Pepsi. It's fine.
Okay,
Jack.
Jack and Pepsi. What for you, other sir?
Yeah. I'll take a picture of this beer,
Okay.
and one of these wine bottles to
Sure,
go.
of course. Okay, which wine bottle would you like to go?
Which one's the biggest?
They're all kind of like in the same size bottle.
Tell you what, whichever one looks the most dusty in the back, give me that one.
Okay, I'll do that.
Hey, something for the plane trip tomorrow. I fly better when I'm not awake.
And what about you, ladies?
Go ahead.
I'd like a double whiskey on the rocks, please.
Double whiskey on the road. Okay, and what about you, madame?
I'll take your rose.
Okay,
guess.
a glass of rose for the lady, and double whiskey on the rocks. Okay, I'll be back. Please, also, would you like any appetizers? Or we don't have any hors d'oeuvres this evening. That's a weekends only thing.
You got any like mozzarella sticks or anything like that?
Yeah, we got mozzarella sticks. Yeah, we do.
Some of those would be great.
Okay.
Nachos.
Nachos, okay.
Could I get a Caesar salad but no croutons?
Caesar salad with no. You need to speak up a bit, sir.
You know what? People say it's a ripoff, but I love bread. Go ahead and give me some bread.
All right, the bread is actually not bad. Here, I eat it. There we go. I'll be right back. Please have a rest of good. No, I'll be back, and he'll go off quickly. to put in y'all's orders.
He was able to pronounce Hefeweizen, but not rosé.
Not rosé, apparently. It was wild.
All right. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't mistaken.
No, definitely not.
I'll tell you this: Wintercroft has a strict timetable, but I do love how they just pay for everything along the way.
That's because they probably expect us to die at some point.
Yeah. Calling
Speaking of which, what are y'all good at?
Oh, the
But
point of the
that's a
matter.
broad question. All right.
Well, if I'm going to protect you, I need to know what stupid thing you might do.
So
And
that's
so whatever
what you're
you're
good
super passionate about is the thing that I want to probably make you avoid if we're in a dangerous situation.
Fair, I suppose.
Well, give us an example. Why don't you start there? Gilbert, was it?
You can call me Teddy.
Teddy.
As it stands, I am good at making sure that people don't get up in your face. I used to, protect a few celebrities here and there, and I used to be a prize fighter. And now I am usually running security for small businesses, people, celebrities, concerts, things of that nature. Y'all ever heard of Madonna?
Yeah.
I had lunch with Madonna just earlier today.
Wow. Impressive.
That's very impressive.
It's not that much. She's a nice girl, but her security team is lacking. But I usually just try to make sure that you find folks at Wintercroft don't end up getting yourselves killed. So far, it's not been too difficult.
What's her track record?
0 deaths so far.
Hey,
Don't be the
speaks
first.
confidence to me. I place my life in your hands, Teddy.
Yeah, well, don't put your life in dangerous situations where I can't help you.
Keep that in mind. If PDAs exist, I'm frantically tapping my Roll20 PDA to hopefully make it start working again so I can look at my character sheet.
So, there's a Roll20 issue right now. On their Twitter, they announced they're having a login issue and they're looking into it. So thankfully, we don't have to make a bunch of rolls at the beginning of this game specifically because it's episode 1. Thank God. Look, I knew something was gonna go wrong today. I didn't expect it to be Roll20. It's not my fault. But yeah, I have a vague idea of what some of y'all are good at. I can't look at Roll20 either.
I'm pretty good. So I'm a photojournalist, right? I'm really good with my camera. I'm pretty good at seeing things that other people don't see, just the little details and things. I can be relatively quiet when I want to. Relatively. I'm not the smallest woman, so I trip over myself sometimes. Yeah, and I'm good at reading people as well. I can read people pretty well too, as well. Yeah. That's what I'm good at least in my opinion.
Oh, you guys for people. I got my eyes better for things. Work a pawn shop, so I'm used to moving a lot of old stuff, a lot of new stuff, and I've developed a knack for being able to tell what's worth trouble and what ain't. People do say I got a bit of a silver tongue. Though I try not to lie to people. I just, want to tell them what they want to hear, and usually everyone's happy. So
Fair.
Yeah, so I guess those are my my strengths there, Mr. Teddy.
Good to know. So if there's something that's potentially valuable to you that can be pawned, I might need to watch out for you.
Oh, well, hey, I don't got sticky fingers like that. I just
No.
like
I meant just so you get distracted. What things might catch your eye and keep you from paying attention. Something might be potentially dangerous. That's what I meant.
Okay, fair is fair. Fair is fair, Mr. Teddy. Well, yeah, no, there's just something about finding a good object that someone doesn't appreciate, getting it from them, and finding a person who will appreciate and, pay me appropriately for doing that service for them. So I wonder if I could take a big ass clock as a carry-on on an airplane to check that.
Possibly. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah. You guys been out of the
Did-
country much, or?
I mean, would you want to bring that with you to Peru, though, when we're supposed to be hunting a cult?
It's kind of like what's it called? Sunk cost fallacy. I bought it, I have it, and now if I let it go, I feel that like says something about my character. So I'm kind of stubbornly clinging on to it.
You're not letting it go. Wintercroft is holding on to it till you get back.
I guess that's fair. Years from now, some engine's going to be like, what is this mysterious clock in the basement that we don't have any information on? And I'm going to be the start of something amazing that happens to that engine. Or them fired or something. I don't know.
Well, there you go. And what about you, Irina?
Oh, right. She's just like, I've been so busy listening to the rest of you. I mean, I guess my specialty is also to do with things. Just gives, Parker a bit of a nod. Though for me, it's more fixing them, I guess. My tune instruments, pianos, organs, you name them. Bit of a tech monkey, I guess, when it comes to, I mean, the new music's coming out, right? So enjoy that. But honestly, I'm not sure what business I have doing in Peru. She just gives another shrug. I guess my strength is music. I used to play, perform before, she just like holds out her left hand. Just with a bit of tremor. So guess that's my strength, music.
Ooh, what you play?
She just gives him like the look. Piano.
Oh, was that a sore object? My apologies.
That's right. Just it's fine. Just looks for water, just like
Yes. Drinks are brought to your table. Your rose, is put rose for you, ma'am. Double whiskey on the rocks. Your pitcher of beer. I'll have the wine sent up to your room, sir. And you wanted Jack with Pepsi, so here you go. And your appetizers will be out shortly. Have you all decided on your mains for dinner yet?
I'm gonna do the
Do you need
T-bone.
what? Okay, T-bone. Okay.
Medium.
What about medium? And do you want the asparagus or the broccoli? It comes with the potatoes, but like for your vegetable.
I'll go with the broccoli.
Broccoli. Okay. You want cheese on the broccoli?
Nah, I can't be doing cheese and messes with
Okay.
the belly.
Cheese. All right. And for you, other sir, what can I get for you for dinner?
Yes, for the other sir. I'd like the ribeye. Pretty pleased, and thank you.
Bye. That comes with potatoes. Do you want the asparagus or the broccoli?
You know what? Give me asparagus.
You want Parmesan on the asparagus?
Of course I want Parmesan on the asparagus.
Okay. And for you, ladies, what can I get you for dinner?
Yeah, I'd just like the chicken parmesan, please.
Chicken Parmesan. And what side would you like with that? Do you want the rice pilaf or the potatoes?
Let's go with the rice, please.
Rice pilaf. Okay. And then for you, other ma'am, what would you like for dinner?
I'll just have your chicken club sandwich. That's all right.
Chicken club sandwich, and that comes with potato chips or the side salad.
I'll get the side salad. Thanks.
Salad. Croutons okay for you?
Yeah.
Okay. I will go put these orders in. Let me know if you need anything. My name's Jeffrey. I forgot to
Thank you
introduce
very
myself
much,
last
Jeffrey.
time.
Thank you,
Yes.
Jeffrey.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. And he goes very quickly off.
Always makes it interesting when you have a entertaining waiter.
Odd guy, no doubt.
Something ain't right about him. I'm gonna keep my eye on him.
Oh, table topic.
Okay.
Why are you working for Wintercroft? Now, I'll start since it's my question. We got a bit of a business arrangement, pawn shop, old stuff comes in all the time. Some of it dangerous, but not in your, this used to be a landmine in a war kind of way. More of a, if you touch it, for some reason, all your hair falls out kind of way. So we have an arrangement where if I find something, I send it over. And I'm one of their two guys for when they think that there's something bumping in the night when it's not supposed to be. So far, pretty profitable for both of us.
That does seem pretty lucrative, I suppose. I'm like I said, I'm a photojournalist, so I'm pretty good at sussing things out. And Wintercroft contacted me a couple of years back on a job, and I've been doing stuff for him ever since.
Really? They just reached out like that?
Yeah, well, I mean, seen their ad in the paper. I reached out to them. They got back to me. So technically, I introduced myself to them, but they seem to lack my skill set. So
you must be good at what you do.
I'd say
Anything I would have
am.
seen? Anything I would have seen in the museum, newspaper, magazine?
Oh, I mean, if you read quite a bit of the different papers around New York, you've probably seen my name in there. I'm freelance right now, so I haven't been doing as much as I used to in the past couple of years. But I just recently had one on that marathon that was going on a couple weeks ago. Wrote a fluff piece about that. They loved it. Before that, I did like a crime. There was this, carjacking spree that was happening. I did some investigating there and got that. Those are my most recent ones that I'm the most proud of.
Wow, writing articles, investigating, multifaceted. Nice.
I try.
Side
about
salad, Caesar salad, no croutons. We also had the shit. Who's this?
Just put it down on the table. We'll
Okay.
figure it out.
And he does. He just puts it down on the table. Okay, is anything else you need? Bread. You wanted the bread. Here's the bread.
Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, can we get some more water for the table?
Yes, I will go get that right now. Or anyone else can ask me anything.
You know, it's kind of cute that he tries so much.
Is it? Yeah, so I was doing the tour circuit for various different singers and artists and things of that nature after I retired from boxing. Sort of a forced retirement. My doctor told me that I can't get punched in the head anymore. So,
Oh, sorry to hear that.
it's fine. You get punched in the head enough, you start to forget that you got punched in the head sometimes. So I started doing, some security bodyguard work. It was fine. And I did this last tour with some kids called the New Kids on the Block, and that was a fucking nightmare. And so I decided to do this Wintercroft thing full time, because going on a Euro tour with a bunch of teenage boys who are getting chased by a bunch of white girls, not my favorite things in the world.
Fair.
Very fair.
And so I'm here, and I get to travel to places that are more interesting than London.
There you go.
And the Midwest, because I came from the Midwest. And I'll be honest with you, I don't really find Indiana to be all that exciting.
Oh, same. From the Midwest, but Chicago.
Oh yeah, I grew up in Gary.
Well, Zhao, you're the last one to go.
I guess so. I mean, after I ran out of competition money and other stuff from my old job.
Whoa. Competition money? You were that good?
Yeah. I was. And
Now that Roll
I
20 is working again, anyone who pays attention to music award stuff, competitions, especially classical music, like, can make me a history or a library use check to see if they've heard the name Irina Zhao before.
Not something Bobby would pay attention to.
It may have been something you would have reported on, eventually.
That's true. That's true. Okay. Then I'll do a library use.
Okay.
Failure. 54.
Okay. Alrighty. So I will remind you, there's 3 options of failure. You can accept it, you can spend luck to make it a success, or you can push it, but you have to get a hard success, or the consequences are worse than regular failure. This isn't a super important thing, so I think I'm just gonna accept the failure, but I just wanted to throw that reminder out there since everyone here, I forgot to make the announcement at the top, everyone here is new to Call of Cthulhu. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
You said library use or what else?
History.
History.
Just to see if,
Yeah, I'll roll history. I'm
through
pretty
the
good at history.
grapevine. Just glad roll 20's back up.
Hard success. 16.
Ooh, hard success. Hasn't populated for us, but roll 20's being weird. So, 16, hard success. You've heard of Irina Zhao before? Some may have called her a prodigy. In fact, Irina, why don't you tell him tell him a little about your
Backstory.
Just a little bit.
Irina debuted when she was 13, 14 into classical music. So she performed at a competitive level and also with orchestras as she traveled around. However, she retired at her peak, not exactly by choice, as it was reported that and some were rumored that it was a suicide when she fell off from a really, really high spot on stage and just hasn't appeared since.
Yeah, you remember reading that article in the newspaper.
Yeah, someone was trying to sell me Irina Zhao's piano, and it was just not. Wrong model, wrong make, wrong year, everything.
Yeah.
Kind of remembering this and seeing that Irina's still working with instruments, but apparently can't play well anymore, or hand tremor. I don't think he's going to bring that up in public. Might be a bit more of a sore spot than he anticipated. He doesn't mind being brusque with people, but he doesn't want to he's not trying to go out of his way to be an asshole.
Yeah. Just a little nugget, a little personal nugget of information for just Mr. Lee to have.
Just back there.
Just back there, just hanging out, chilling.
Yeah. So I used to play, then can't anymore. So ran out of money, started doing some tuning, but that wasn't making ends meet either. So my ex gave me this place's number, and I've been working with them on and off since.
All right. Looks well. Seems like practical reasons all around. Looking for work, looking for work, looking for work, and looking for work. So,
hey, if it pay me, I'll do it.
I would say it was less looking for work necessarily and more looking for an opportunity to go interesting places. I probably wouldn't go to Peru for any other reason.
So it is more about the travel for you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was in Mexico for a very long time boxing because, well, if you've ever been to Mexico, they love their boxing there. And I love the Mexican people. And so, it was a match made in heaven. And I got to learn Spanish.
Hey.
And, yeah, exactly. Food. Oh, my God. Food. And then traveling back and forth from South America up to here. And then I ended up traveling around the U.S. and to Europe. And then around the U.S. and to Europe. And it got real, real tired. So, maybe next time we'll end up in somewhere like Australia or something. I haven't been to Australia before.
Maybe. I'd love to go back to Thailand, I think. God, I love Thai food.
I haven't been there either.
T-Bone, the sirloin, the chicken parmesan, and the club sandwich. And another pitcher of water. Is there anything else I can get you all today? Right now.
Another Jack and Coke, please.
Another
Or
Jack and Pepsi. All right. How you
still
doing on
working
that
through the pitcher.
Okay.
Still working through it.
How about your double whiskey and your rose?
I'm fine for now.
I'm milling.
Rosé.
Okay. And he just leaves to get you another Jack and Pepsi.
When in this restaurant, Rose.
It was such threatening calm. Rosé.
It's, you get to a point where you start to enjoy the finer things, and you hope that other people can get there too. And this does not seem like a person that's necessarily concerned with that.
I think he's just nervous. Still getting his restaurant legs underneath him.
I wonder if he knows who I am.
Maybe. You want to ask?
That's true.
No. Because most of the time when I ask people if they know who I am, they talk about the times that I've been put on my ass.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh, were
Spectacularly, I must say.
Were
But
you one of the ones people like to root against? I didn't follow much boxing, so.
oh no, I was a fan favorite because I would fight until I got knocked out. I won maybe less than half of my fights, just a little bit. It was great, like amateur career. I'd only lost one fight the whole time, all the way up
Only
to the
once.
Junior Olympics, and then my professional career was not as great.
I'll drink to that.
That's still very impressive.
Very. Glad you're on our side.
Another Jack and Pepsi, sir.
Thank you.
It's Jake and Pepsi.
No, it's Jack.
Please don't do that.
It says at the bottle J-A-C-K. Jack. I got my brother's name's Jack.
Hmm.
But
That just sounded
anyways,
fun.
do you need do you need anything?
I'm fine.
Okay, I'll check back in then later.
Thanks, Jeff.
Well,
I might have to agree, Teddy. He does seem a little weird.
Right? It's not just me.
Kind of sweet.
Hey, might be the owner's kid. Just working part-time, making some dough, helping out when the server calls sick. Seen 100 times back home.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I would
Oh.
like to bring. Is this a bad time to bring up the I don't know, punching a bear?
Bear?
Who
No,
punched the bear?
I mean, well, he's a large Russian man. I don't know.
It's like, would you like to? I mean, we're eating now, so I thought maybe it would be a good time.
Well, I guess they had seen me fight before. It was a whole thing with Wintercroft. This was one of the more interesting cases I came across, but yeah, it ultimately ended up with me needing some cocaine to pass on as a potential drug. It doesn't matter. No, what happened was they got me in the ring because they were watching Rocky and they thought Ivan Drago was like a national hero. And so, yeah, I had to prove them wrong. And I don't know if I necessarily did exactly because I got my ass pretty well beat, but that was a nice Russian lady that treated me for a good time afterwards.
Which city did you go to?
That was Miami, right?
Sure was. I mean,
I've been to Miami before. It's definitely I'm knowing it's Miami. I understand the cocaine and Russians now.
I kind of figured that would click once it said Miami.
Yeah, that makes
Tracksuits,
sense.
all that.
Yeah.
Florida.
It was a good time. It was
Florida.
interesting. It was one of the more interesting situations I've had since I've been here. I didn't do any of the cocaine, just so you know. That's not me. It was
No
part of
judgment.
the investigation.
I mean,
No, I would judge me. I would judge you. I'd be honest with you. Yeah, it's
All
hard
right.
to be in your right mind if you're
also that's
doing
how you
cocaine.
keep this youthful
very
look,
true.
right? You avoid the cocaine to keep this youthful look.
way to bring it back. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, do Russian ladies not cocaine? Apparently.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind. Not sure if I'll be
Alright.
able to use that tidbit, but maybe.
A little bit of life advice that I've managed to put together. Also, don't get punched in the head a bunch of times. You might forget stuff.
That I think I
Also
know
fair.
instinctively.
Also fair.
You'd think you'd know that as a boxer, but you just kind of get used to it.
Hmm.
Or maybe I just got used to it. It might have just
Really?
been me.
Seem like the toughest guy I know, and I've only met you today, so
Agreed.
You used to call me Teddy the Terror. Terror is not remembering what you did yesterday.
oh yeah, that doesn't.
And it ain't because you've been drinking.
Did you say drinking? Do you need more drinks? Can I get you anything?
No.
No?
Actually,
Okay.
could you fill up my again?
Yes, I can fill up your pitcher. I also haven't started drinking. In case anyone was wondering, I'm just not allowed on this job. I'll be back.
Hey, wait. Jack.
Yeah.
Are you new here? Are you like the owner's kid?
Uh,
What's up?
So, me?
Yeah,
no, I'm just a guy. You know.
you. Just a guy?
Okay. To be honest, I'm filling in for my twin brother. I don't actually work here. But he had like a date with this girl he really liked for a while, and he couldn't swap shifts with anyone, so it switched. And
Oh, the old
I'm more used to.
switcheroo.
Yeah, I do like a lot of pizzas. Like I work at a pizza shop, and well, they're closed on Mondays, so. You know, we just swapped, and he's on a date, and I'm working here. But don't tell anyone. Shh.
Piece of advice to you:
The beer is really good.
don't do this again. You might get your brother fired.
But you're doing him a
Is the
solid.
food not good? I thought I put in the order on time. Just everything okay? Just need to know.
Yeah,
But this
everything
cat
seems
is so
fine so far.
okay. I'll be back with that pitcher of beer. And he will go off. Get the pitcher of beer for you.
I mean, sticking up for your family and doing them a solid, I suppose, but still.
I don't know if he's doing his brother any favors.
Probably not, but that's really not our problem.
It is certainly not.
I got my
Us.
food served.
Yeah, it's pretty good too, so I'm not
Come on.
complaining.
Reminds me when Wintercroft shit overseas. Thought there's a whole like demon dog situation, ash and fire. Just turns out to be a dog bearing stuff, and rich lady wants to keep it a secret to make it like a surprise for the townsfolk. But everyone's freaking out about vampires and something. So I'm just trying to remember. Sometimes it's just mundane stuff that makes sense when you think about it, and not all weird cryptic things.
Yeah, sometimes the simplest situation or simplest explanation, can be applied to the situation. I was sent up to Washington, a while back, because there were like Sasquatch sightings and like people acting weird and all this stuff, and it was just one chick who was kind of a little heavy in the conspiracy theories. And just she was a little out there, but it was just a bear that, funnily enough, a bear ate some cocaine and went a little crazy and killed a bunch of students. Wild,
Bear?
yeah. It was this weird bear hyped up on cocaine, but the local sheriff took care of it. They got a hunter. It was all fine.
Now that sounds terrifying. Teddy versus
Agreed.
cocaine bear. Who wins?
Ooh.
I think a bear on cocaine would win any day. No offense.
I think I would
Teddy, but
avoid
it's
a bear
on cocaine.
Or I would shoot the bear that is going nuts on cocaine.
Yeah,
That's
man
what the
versus
hunter did.
beast. That's the ultimate fact ever in a versus. Though I would love to see you punch a bear that deserved it. I mean, not just a bear that didn't deserve it. Like a
What'd the
bear that
bear
like
ever
kicked
do
a
to
stroller
you?
over. Maybe a stroller.
Why would a bear?
I
You know
don't
what?
have a
Never mind.
baby. I don't have a stroller. Sorry, I've had a lot of beer tonight and I'm having a good time.
Here's your refill on your pitcher of beer, sir.
Thank
I
you.
hope you enjoy. Yeah.
Yes,
Anybody
and I
else
hope you
need
have good
anything else?
shifts.
I'm
Wink.
having a great shift. Anybody else need anything?
No,
Ladies.
I'm fine.
Okay.
No.
Oh, alright. I'll be back. Just let me know when you want to check on more refills or anything. Or dessert. We have, for desserts, we have fried ice cream. We also have chocolate mousse cake. We also have a strawberry tort thing.
Tart thing. I'll try that tart thing.
Yeah, okay, strawberry tort thing. Anybody else want dessert?
The fried ice cream does not sound bad.
Right,
I
it's
think I'll
pretty
take
good.
one of them as well.
Who fried ice cream, strawberry tort, and you, sir.
I'm good. I
No
trying to avoid
desserts.
dessert.
And you more Coke. I'm sorry, it's Pepsi. We only serve Pepsi. Pepsi and Jack.
No, I'm good.
Okay, I'll be back with 2 fried ice creams and a strawberry thing. And he goes off.
Hey, Irina, did you say you wanted to like pick some stuff up before we got flying tomorrow?
Yeah, I was thinking, I mean, we'll need Tiger Balm, we'll need some sunscreen. Where do you think we might buy something to keep us afloat? I mean, I can't swim.
Oh,
I know
also-
I grew up in San Francisco, but I can't swim.
I also don't know how to swim either.
You grew up on an
I
island.
can do the basics. I can stay afloat.
You're doing
Yeah,
better
that-
than me.
I mean,
Teddy's
like,
looking around at the table like I'm
Might
the
need to
black guy
protect them
from the
from
Midwest that can swim and y'all can't. What is happening right now?
Hey, one hand in front of the other. What's more swimming than that?
So keep y'all from water. I will write that.
I know it's not going to help, but I know how to skate. I just don't think that's relevant in Peru. It's a skill set.
Can any of you speak Spanish?
Check my PDF.
One of you can. Well, 2 of you can.
Right.
My other language is a question mark.
I
on my
thought you put
sheet.
Spanish down.
I think I can speak
You did.
Spanish too.
I thought you put Spanish down.
Yeah,
She's-
I also speak Spanish.
Because
speak-
2 of you speak Spanish and 2 of you speak a same different language. So
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, I can speak Spanish.
Oh, good. So I don't have to play translator too. Oh, all right, great.
the only other language I know is Chinese.
Gives them like a, huh.
Hey,
Excellent. That might also be helpful in the future, depending on situations. Who knows? So
2 fried ice creams and the strawberry thing. And he brings out 2 fried ice creams. They look pretty good. They got like some chocolate drizzle on top. Nice little dessert spoons. So the strawberry tort is like a little individual sized tart with like strawberries and a little bit of vanilla, like whipped cream on top. It looks very good.
ooh,
And like some almond slivers. And if that'll be all, I'll cash out the check, and then I'll, it's being paid by your company, but I just need to know when y'all are done so I can like close it out.
yeah. I got my airplane bottle of alcohol.
have you been drinking?
No.
Come here. Let me smell your breath.
That's inappropriate, sir. No.
Can we tell he's lying?
Can ahead and make me a psychology check, or you can just assume.
I'm gonna assume.
Okay. If you you can assume, but if you want to know for sure, it's a psychology check.
I'm going to assume, but I'm also going to roll a psychology check because fuck it, why not?
Because fuck it, why not?
It's terrible.
I don't expect it. Yeah, I didn't expect I was going to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to bring him in real close. And I'm like, do you give a shit about your brother?
A couple. Occasionally.
This is a worse way to give a shit about a family member I've ever seen.
I've seen worse.
Listen, I meant in this particular situation.
Oh,
And
like one of my tables that I was working, they said I was too uptight, so
you took more than one shot.
I just took one. I'm just a real lightweight.
You should make us your last table. Tell the boss you're feeling a little sick in your stomach.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, you guys have been here for a while. I don't know what else has really been coming, so I think you are my last table regardless.
Make sure you do your closing duties too.
Yeah.
And roll
yeah.
that silverware.
Oh, I've been rolling silverware all night, like that in the back. Between.
Make sure all of the silverware are in there.
Okay, I'll roll. Alright. Roll the silverware. Are you done? Can I close your tab out? Do you need another Jack and Pepsi? You don't
Yes.
serve Coke. Was that a yes? You mean more Jack and Pepsi?
Yes,
Okay.
I need one more, and don't take any for yourself.
Oh no, do you need more rose, ma'am?
Rose.
You know what? Give me a Jack and Pepsi too.
Another Jack and 2 Jacks and Pepsis.
Just one for the road. Just one
And
for the road.
then, whiskey. Did you need more whiskey? Double whiskey.
I'm quite all right.
rocks.
Thank you, darling.
Which means ice. Miss, other miss. Did you say yes?
Yeah,
to more
sure,
rose?
why
Okay,
not?
another rose. Okay, I'll be back. And then he'll come back not very long later. 2 more Jacks and Pepsis and a lovely rose for the lovely lady.
Cheers.
And I will close you all out. Have a great night. He will go
That poor
and
kid.
close you out.
Poor child.
Teddy, where'd all this come from? Heart of gold here, trying to teach this guy to be better.
You know, kids don't always know the opportunities they have.
This seems like it's coming
And
from.
honestly,
a place.
if you're gonna do the twin switcheroony, there's way better ways to do it than this. I mean, honestly, if I had a twin brother, well, we'd have been terrorists.
Teddy and Freddy.
I know my sister and I were a nightmare.
My sister's doing fine. She don't need me in her life.
Oh, my family's great. I've been sending money back since I started getting to being inciting fights. You see, even if you get your ass whooped, if you get in enough excitement and the crowd really gets behind you, you can still make good money.
Really?
You just have to realize that a good chunk of that is going to go towards your hospital bills.
Oh, ugh. I mean,
Broken
if you
nose
go in a fight,
here, cut eye here, a slightly cracked orbital bone.
You know, this is making me think maybe we should have been given a doctor for the team.
Nobody made a doctor. I don't know what else to tell you.
I can't lie. Doctor's always useful.
I will say though that the doctor was the first to die in my last Call of Cthulhu game, so take that how you will.
Hey!
Wow. Thanks. That makes me feel so much better.
Wait, so Teddy, when you were boxing, did you always go for the win, or did you go for the show to make sure you got paid?
When I first started, it was all about trying to win. And then it was trying to kick the shit out of the other guy and see if he fell before I did.
Mm.
And then I realized the crowd got behind the whole strategy of just keep swinging until somebody goes down. And so I kept doing that. My coaches ain't necessarily like it the most, but still make good money.
Round the paycheck. I can get behind that.
They didn't tell me anything about that brain damage part, though. That part I wish I'd have known about when I first started.
Hmm. Yeah, I got a couple of regrets here.
So I'm going to try to get some sleep before the plane. Just gonna check the tickets. Like, are we going now?
think it's bright and early,
the
right?
plane is bright and early tomorrow morning.
Right. And then just immediately like wheels over. It's like, so the rest of you guys, except you, look like you're from New York.
Yeah, I'm from here.
I
Yeah.
live here. I've lived here for
So
a long time now.
I don't belong.
So question is, do you have a place to stay tonight?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you
Wolfie
not?
was like, well, no, I'm mostly looking at the guy who flew in with the clock.
Oh no, they got a hotel room upstairs for me.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah, Wintercroft shells out.
You gotta.
When
They,
it comes to,
they have like a nice sleeping bag under a bridge for you somewhere.
Your chauffeur with your shopping
One
cart
troll
for the night.
crossing.
Right, I'm just gonna make a quick shop tonight before I go to bed. Y'all want anything before I go?
Maybe a first aid kit with some things that hit in mind recently.
I'll get a first aid kit manual as well. Worst case scenario, we can use it as Kindle.
Very. Yeah.
I'm not bad at first aid. I'm just not good at it either. I've stitched myself up a time or two, but that's probably why I still have some of these scars.
The manual for
Wendy.
sure. Then anything else?
Lindy, for like buying stuff or
Yes.
being prepared with certain items, do we need to
Yes.
specify what we want to get?
Yes.
Does that work with like money and credit?
Well,
rating?
it depends. If it's reasonable, it's probably under your daily spending limit, so it's just fine. It's whatever. If it's expensive, then we'll have to see if you can afford it. So if you're like, I want to buy a motorcycle, we'll have to look up how much a motorcycle is, and then how much money you got. Or if you were like, I want to buy a gun, you have to look up how much that would be, and like. But if you're like, I want to buy a first aid kit, an extra pair of pants, and some sunscreen, like that's fine. That's gonna be under like $50. You good?
Okay.
Can I
do let me
write
know
out
what
a
you
list on my
buy.
character sheet and
Yeah,
just
please do.
ask you to check it later?
So
So
most certainly, if anyone wants to do that,
Yeah.
please let me know. We'll go over. Yes, because I do need to know what things you have. Because if you don't specify it, it's probably gonna be a luck check later.
I'm gonna
Okay.
get us some mosquito netting, just calling it for everybody and the audience to remember this. So when we do get bit and maybe get killed by malaria because the vaccine's developed 1 year later.
Thanks for letting me know about that. By the way.
Yeah, I
yeah.
maybe should have said that, but
Yeah, thank you. That's
I'm
great.
also. I kind of also want to get a Spanish to English dictionary.
That is something that
talking
you
to
could
Teddy.
easily get. Yeah.
Oh, two of us don't know Spanish.
You're in New York. There's a lot of languages here. You could pick that up from a bookstore.
So I have a few things that are
Mhm.
very survival focused. Flashlight flares, a compass,
Mhm.
backpack, extra water.
Now,
At
do
least
you want just the roadside flares or a flare gun? Because those are the things.
roadside flares.
Okay,
Just
those are gonna be a lot easier to get. Yeah.
yeah. I
Yes.
don't. I want a flare gun. I have a gun, but I
I
do
didn't
not
know if
have.
you wanted a flare gun too.
No, I don't need a flare gun. Those bring too much attention. I just want some flares like that I can stick in a backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Sunglasses, a hat because
Yes,
I am playing
hats.
a bald man.
Yes.
Yeah,
sunburn. Yeah.
Not stressed about sunburn, but the head gets it first.
Mm-hmm.
And I want army rations, which are not particularly
You
difficult
want
to find.
Some MREs, yeah.
Yep.
Okie dokie. Write all that down on your character sheet. I'm sure that's under your daily spending limit, so all that stuff's under.
Oh yeah. I have a good amount of daily.
You got a
spending.
good amount of daily spending limit, so yeah. Just put it down on your sheet and we'll look it over, because at least you're not going to Antarctica. That was a much harsher environment, but they had to be very specific on what they brought with them. So if it wasn't on the boat, it wasn't in Antarctica. It's like there's no stores there. But you're going to South America, so if you forget something here, you might be able to buy it over there. Just
There.
in Peru instead of New York. Yeah. Easy enough to do. So you guys split off to do some shopping, sounds like, before you turn in for the evening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Need to
Does
be
Bobby
prepared.
May do any shopping, or she goes straight to bed?
She probably will. I just don't have a list of what I'm gonna
That's
bring.
totally
so
fine. Yeah. So
I'll
everyone
let
does
you. But she does.
what about Mr. Lee? Does Parker go shopping at all?
Yeah, it's making a very large list that I might not even be able to carry, but I need to parse it down later.
Wonderful. All right. Love it when players overburden them. It's fun. So yes, wonderful, wonderful. Everyone goes shopping. It's New York City. Stores are open pretty late, and you guys had a bit of an earlier dinner. So able to go get that all taken care of. It's New York. Unless you guess for something really weird, everything's pretty much gonna be there, and you're all able to go to your homes or to your hotel room for the evening. Parker, when you get back to your hotel room at night, there is a lovely bottle of Merlot
Ooh.
waiting for you in your your desk.
The finest Merlot money can buy.
Yeah. It's like a middle grade bottle. Probably just in the back. No one really. It looks very dusty. It looks like we got it, or like they discontinued it, but they forgot to put like the last bottle on the menu. That kind of thing. Yeah.
Parker enjoys this kind of like, just because like people forgot about it and like it's no one's really cared about it. It's like kind of like his like, it's a quality he looks in things in people.
Getting big Island of Misfit Toys vibes, and I'm not gonna lie. So Parker, you have a lovely night. You can even take up your last pitcher of beer with you if you want. Go there for the evening. It's the hotel. They're gonna get the dishware back when they clean your room.
Yeah. Just gonna jot down the list of stuff I want to get and then jump out of bed and go shopping real quick before daytime.
It's good. What does Irina do after her shopping before bed? I'm assuming she packs.
Well, she probably. I mean, how late is it?
By the time you're done, it's probably 8 or 9.
Okay, if it's like 8, she'll give her brother 12. If it's 9, she's refusing because her little nibblings are probably all in bed.
Well, that's.
Wait,
It's in San
time
Francisco,
difference.
so
Yes,
9
time
p.m. is only
differences,
5 p.m. for them. So
Perfect. So I'll call
Yeah.
him around 9. Just be
Okay.
like, hey, just letting you know I'm not dropping off the face of the world for nothing, you know?
Like, oh, so yeah, well, you call your brother. Bring, bring. He picks up on before the third ring, like just before the third ring. Hello?
Hey, Misha.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, I guess. I'm going to Peru tomorrow.
Peru?
Yeah.
Due to, first South Korea and now Peru?
Yeah, I mean, you know, they thought the serial killer thing wasn't, you know, that bad, so I guess we're doing cult stuff now.
There's a cult? That sounds,
Yeah.
I mean...
It's alright.
Tell
I
me
mean,
about the serial killer thing till after it was done. Cult?
yeah, I mean, this is why I'm calling you now, not later. See? Improvement.
Okay. Oh,
Communication.
Okay. It's fair. That's fair. Like, call from the East Coast to the West Coast is expensive enough, so I won't keep you very long.
Yeah.
Yeah, South
Question?
America, you can't really check. Send a fax to my office or something to check in.
I'll try. By the way, you're. What can you recommend I bring to, you know, South America? Like, any medicine
Bug
I
spray.
should take? Yeah, I'm planning to do that.
Okay.
Also getting
Wonderful.
tiger balm. I'm getting some mosquito netting.
Let's get on
I'm
that.
getting some Pepto.
That was gonna be my next
Sorry.
recommendation. Yep.
Yep. And anything else I should take?
Activated charcoal.
Right. Yep. Got it.
Yep. Okay. Earplugs.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Man.
And anything for the waters there I should think about?
Don't drink it. Buy bottled.
I'll try my best.
Okay. Check the
All
seals
right.
and the caps.
Will do. All right.
Okay.
Tell the little darlings that they're doing well and all that. How's the wife?
Good. She had a bit of the stomach flu earlier, but she's recovered. She's doing fine.
Yeah. All right. As long as you're all good as well.
Yep. We're doing okay. You take care of yourself.
Don't
alright?
tell my parents. Well, our parents.
Won't tell your parents unless you don't check in a couple weeks' time.
Oh, they're not going to be bothering me. They'll be bothering you.
Exactly.
So
So check in, because they will ask me, have you talked to your sister in about 2 weeks on Sunday dinner? So
you can always skip. You know that.
I'd let the silence go on longer, but we're on a long distance. So take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if the cult is chasing you, or someone else,
That's not really doctorly advice. What happened to not harming
You're
people?
my sister, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Love you too, Misha.
All right, love you.
Good night.
Night. You have a lovely conversation with your brother before you go to bed. We're gonna get to Bobby May last.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Teddy, you go out, do your shopping. It's also about 8-9 o'clock when you get back to your apartment. I have to ask you a couple questions. So Svetlana, after the heat was placed on her little group in Miami, she also moved up to New York. Does she have a key to your place? No? Okay. Good to know. You get home.
Teddy is an eligible bachelor, then stays that way.
Noted. Wonderful. So, you enter your apartment and you smell cigarette smoke.
Well, that's not good. So, drops the bag,
Mm-hmm.
grabs the baseball bat at the door.
Mm-hmm.
You got one chance. Don't fuck it up.
You say that out loud.
Yep.
Oh, good, you're back. You took longer than I expected.
Sweet God. Why or how are you here?
Would you believe it if I said I missed you?
No.
Would you believe it if I said I was bored?
Yeah, probably.
I was bored.
So you broke into my house.
It sounded like fun. We had fun.
We did have fun.
It's very boring lying low, so I was wondering if you wanted to have some more fun. And if you come around the corner to your apartment, you see on your couch in lingerie is Svetlana, just reading a book with like a glass of wine and a cigarette, just chilling.
Yes. This also saves me a little bit of work because I was going to have to go back out tonight. So put out the cigarettes.
Then she'll put it out.
And the shirt comes off.
Yep, and Teddy has a great night before heading off to Peru. Bobby May, what's your little nighttime routine before you go to bed? Is there anything special you do after you're shopping?
So I go shopping. I
Mhm.
come back. If it's not too late, I'm gonna knock on Maria's door.
Mm-hmm.
Her name was Maria, my neighbor, right?
Yes,
I think
yes.
Maria.
I believe so. I have notes on this. It's at the top of my PDF though. I don't know where those notes aren't what I thought they were. But yes, I believe her name is Maria.
Maria, my neighbor. I go and knock,
Your
and
neighbor.
I do what I normally do when Wintercroft sends me out and ask her to take care of my plants. And then I will go and before the end of my day, before I go to bed, essentially after I'm packed and everything, I'll go to my dark room, develop my photos, and it's nope. What do you need? Get off the desk. Thank you. Sorry. Develop those photos and then put them in the downstairs mailbox to wherever they need to go for whatever assignment I was on. And then I go to bed. That's about it.
So you stay up a little bit late tonight.
Yeah.
On those darkroom photos. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. You go to bed. Can I have you make me a little power check while you're sleeping? A sleeping power check?
Oh, great. Failure. That's 67.
That's so sad.
So sad.
That's so sad for you. So you go to sleep. Having a lovely dream. You're on like a you've got your camera out. You're on like a hike, like a nature hike. You're taking photos for like a big project. You're very excited about this. And you turn a bend in the road, and the road's just covered in blood. So this is way too cheerful music for this. And the road's just covered in blood. Body parts strewn about. You feel sick to your queasy. That chill down your spine. And you hear branches moving behind you. Twigs snapping underfoot. And you wake up in a cold sweat.
So
you've been having
is this
some
a
weird
familiar?
Dreams.
Yeah. Is this a familiar dream?
Super often. You've been having these dreams ever on and off. Never the same thing exactly. Always kind of related to each other. You're usually in the woods. It's usually some blood splatter. Sometimes you dream that you're just running through the woods. Something. You've been having weird dreams. This is probably your 5th one. About one a month.
5th one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I imagine at this point I have like a dream journal. And I'll take the time at like 4 o'clock in the morning, whatever the time is.
Yeah, it's like 3:30, 4 a.m.
3:30, yeah.
Yeah, 3:34.
I'll like flip on my bedside light and then just write down everything I remember.
Yes, what do you do? Your hands are shaking.
Shaking? Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get up and I don't know, pour myself a glass of whiskey to calm down.
Yeah.
After I write down my dream, of course. And then go back to bed.
Of course. You go back to bed, and as you go to sleep, drifting off the second time, it's a little harder to fall asleep after you've had a nightmare, but the whiskey helps, and you just hear quietly, everything's normal, as you drift off.
It's not ominous at all.
And then it's the next morning. Everyone, except for Bobby May, had a good night's sleep. Or, maybe not a ton of sleep if you're Teddy. But y'all had pretty good nights. A cab is there set to pick you up from wherever you are staying and take you to the airport. It's 1986, so security is relaxed. You just your bag through. People are saying goodbye to each other at the gate. You see some families and couples coming and going. And you board the flight from New York City to Lima, Peru. It is about an 8-hour flight. You're all in business class for this flight, so you have a little bit more leg room. You're not quite first class, but a little bit more leg room, and you're like in a cluster of like 2 and 2. Who's sitting where? Who's sitting next to each other on the flight? Just curious.
I don't know. I imagine Bobby gets there first with being the chronically super fucking early. She'd probably sit in the back of our cluster.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a window seat or an aisle seat? These things
Aisle
say a
seat.
lot about a person. Ask. Aisle seat.
Aisle
Bobby
seat.
May is an aisle seat person. Okay. Next up is Teddy. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd probably be Teddy, and Teddy probably sits in the back of the plane as well because he wants to see everybody that is on the plane, be able to scope it all out.
You're in business class. You can sit at the back of the back of the
A
cluster.
business class, but I'm watching everybody.
So you're also
And
an aisle
also
seat.
an aisle seater. Yeah.
All right.
Because in case I need to move quickly, I want to be able to not have to jump over someone. I don't care about seeing what's out of a window. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Next up would be Parker Lee then. Parker,
Parker.
the 2 aisle seats are taken. Which window seat do you take?
Oh, take a.
Whoever's
that's
next to
because-
Teddy has less room because Teddy is
Yeah, from a
boxer.
purely selfish point of view, I'm going to sit by Bobby May, which I do prefer the window seat because I have a paperback science fiction novel in one hand, an overstuffed backpack on my back, and a bottle of wine from yesterday. So.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Teddy has his Sony Walkman headphones on.
Nice. And then Irina is the last to board the plane. You have the window seat next to Teddy, which fits because you're the smallest member of the party. So you know.
Yeah, it honestly works. I've got my, my little corner there. So I actually like the corner too. So it's perfect.
Everyone is happy with the flight arrangements, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a battle for like the window seat or the aisle seats, but it seems that everyone is fairly happy with their 6-hour flight. Does anyone smoke on the plane?
And not a smoker.
Arena will. All right. Oh, because it's 80, so you can do that. Let me see if your pilot's drunk. Hold on.
Oh, if
Roll
you
for drunk
if you
pilot.
smoke next to Teddy, you will get a death glare.
Yeah, she just kind of gives him like the look of, you mind, I guess.
Yes, I do.
All right. She'll just take it and just put it out.
Mm-hmm.
I have gum if you want.
I'd like that. Thanks.
Pulls out double mint.
Mhm.
And your
Hey,
pilot
Bobby.
is not drunk. Barely,
Aw.
but not
Brat.
drunk.
Maybe
Yeah.
next time.
Look, there wasn't a law against it till 1989, so I once I found that out, I've been rolling every
Wait,
flight.
what? Hold on, what?
Oh, yeah. It wasn't illegal to fly and drink until 1989, and drunk airline pilots
Flying?
were an issue.
Flying was wild back in the day.
I'm
So
so
the
glad
co-pilot.
that my first flight wasn't until I was 21. Thank God.
So, I just had to check to see
Also
if the
not
pilot was drunk.
rocking an Arabic name your first trip through the airport. Not the best experience. It really
Well-
wasn't.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that's rough, buddy. But everyone has no problems getting on this flight to Lima, Peru. There is...
I got a
let's
gun in my bag, all kinds of shit.
see. Dude,
Probably
it's,
just like
it's fine.
pamphlets.
Got flares.
Nice. You were like ready for everything. Meanwhile, I'm just reading my stupid little Peru, like, those like
Guidebook.
information
About,
package.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
I got
like
an
entire
atlas
thing.
map that I've like dragged across you. Like, all right, so I think we're gonna land right around here.
And she just kind of like looks over, is like, okay, let's see where there's good food to eat according to this guide here. It's like try and cross-reference.
You know,
Like a-
at that point, like, just like I don't think this is particularly fattening food like we have in America, so this might not be bad.
Parker Lee is just fully sprawled, leaning against the window.
I was gonna say, does he snore? Is he a snorer?
Yeah, he is a snorer.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yep. That's next to you, Bobby May.
Yeah, Bobby's probably got a book, like some mystery novel or something, just reading and like just keeps looking over at Parker and at one point like kicks his foot. Darling, you're snoring. You might want to like change your position or something.
Oh. I did see this in a book once, and he'll attempt to like slide down and like essentially sitting on the floor
Uh-huh.
and just like more so it's like kind of like diagonal as possible.
I love it. I love it.
Mhm.
You don't even get bothered until like right before we land. And they're like, "Hey, you need to put your seatbelt on."
Yeah.
Yeah, Parker can sleep anywhere.
But do you
So
still
I will
snore?
say,
Yeah, I probably still snores.
Probably still snores.
yeah, I'd say
It's an
that
underlying health issue.
as long as Irina and Teddy are talking about food and potential places to go, Teddy will offer Bobby May up his Walkman and say, "I hope you like
Oh.
Motown."
Nice.
Darling, anything is better than this. Thank you.
All
I think
right.
at this point I've started note taking. Like,
Oh yeah, there's
Teddy's like, "I wish I'd have bought one of those. That would have been a smart move. There's so many cool places we could go."
so
I mean,
there's
we have the plane ride.
there's a restaurant in Cusco that is known for local Peruvian specialties. It's mentioned. There's not a lot of as much restaurant guidage because it's 1986, but there is some, and this place is listed as one of those.
Cool.
Let me see. I have the name for that place in my notes. Sophia's. It's called Sophia's.
Gotta try ceviche.
All right, I'll add it. And then she just like kind of like, here, I'll take the map and just kind of like, and just kind of jimmy it so it kind of is kind of on the seat in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then, how about this? I'll give this to you and I'll take some of the notes if you want to have a look through that.
Oh yeah, you see Teddy's eyes light up.
Like, yeah, let's do this.
You're able to pass the time quite pleasantly on the 6-hour flight, which Parker Lee happily snores through the entirety of it until the flight attendant, which you all also had very good weather for the flight. Congratulations.
Nice.
No, little to no turbulence. And the flight attendant will, excuse me, Miss Bobby May, and be like, excuse me, sir, you're going to need to put your seat in the upright position and fasten your seatbelt. Thank you.
Sorry. Ugh. Ooh.
Please put your tray tables up and make sure your seat is in the upright position. We will be landing shortly in Lima, Peru. Thank you.
I love sleeping through flights. Just
I'm
blinking.
sure you do.
Oh, did I keep snoring on the floor?
You did a little bit, but I mean, Teddy let me borrow his music, so it was fine.
Oh, that's nice of him. Teddy's a gentleman, honestly.
Yeah.
And you're able to land, go through a bit of customs. It doesn't take long. And
Stamp.
yep. Thunk, 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 thunk. And you are able to, with no problems, because you had good weather and a not drunk pilot, catch your flight to your connecting flight to Cusco without any issues. But now I get to roll for this pilot.
Come on.
That's the shit I don't like.
He's drunk.
Hey.
And the weather is okay. Weather's okay.
Okay, that's not too bad.
If it was bad weather and drunk, that was gonna be exciting. But you know, just a drunk pilot.
At least he's got a co-pilot, right? That's hopefully not drunk.
Where do you think the co-pilot was hanging out with?
No.
Don't worry, flying planes is easy. So you know, I'll go and your flight. Your next flight is only a short 1.5 to 2 hour connection flight. It's okay. It's a little bit more jerky and jostly. It's also a smaller plane, which doesn't help a bit. Just one last. But you're able to you land no problems. Everything's just fine. It's just a little bit of a bumpier flight.
Thank you
than
for that
expected.
last roll. That was the one I was paranoid about. All right. Okay.
Able to
yeah,
land
right.
with no problems. It is the evening time in Peru, based on all your flights and layover and all that stuff. It is about 7 p.m. Probably 7 p.m. local time. and there's someone standing outside of a car, on the outside of the air, or at the gate. I'm sorry, so you could do this in the 80s. Someone at the gate with a sign that just says Wintercroft.
Nice.
No, that's for us. Over here. Yes, here.
And the guy will wait over. The man is he's a small man. He's like 5'4". Local, looked very local to the area. And like he's got like a traditional, not quite super traditional clothes, but definitely like a welcome to Peru kind of look that most of the other people at this airport do not have, to a certain extent. He's got a little bowler hat on, brightly colored vest, and he goes, "Hello, my name is Julio Herrera, and I will be your driver for the next few days."
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey.
You are all Wintercroft? Is that like a family name? He says, looking at everybody. Or
We work together.
company name. All right. Can I get your names then? If you don't mind, I just like to, be a little bit more personable with my
Of
clientele.
course.
Yes.
Irina, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Irina. I am Julio Herrera.
As you said, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Buenas noches, Julio.
Buenos noches.
Theodore Gilbert.
Theodore Gilbert. Julio Herrera.
Yes, Parker.
Parker. Nice to meet you. I'm Julio Herrera.
Nice to meet you, Julio.
And he looks at the last person.
Hi, I'm Bobby May Dean. Nice to meet
Bobby
you.
Maydeen. I'm Julio Herrera. Nice to meet you. Okay, so we're going to be driving you to your hotel, your accommodations for the evening. Yes. Do you need food on the way?
Look, pull out the list.
Oh,
Like-
you guys are busy.
Do you know these places?
Oh, yes, some of them are. That one's overrated. This one's pretty good. This Sophia's. Best. Sophia's is best. We love Sophia's. I know lots of good places in town. I know a lot of people. I almost was a tour guide, but people said my tours weren't very good. But I would be more than happy to show you around while I drive you around.
That would be
Maybe-
great.
Maybe we drop off our stuff at the hotel and head out for dinner?
Yes, alright, it's
Alright.
about a 35-minute drive from the airport to town. It won't take any time at all. So we'll catch the beautiful sunset, so let's go.
All right.
Oh,
So he'll help you load bags into the trunk. Did you wind up bringing the clock, Parker, or did you leave it under the care of Wintercroft?
that's a
I left it
true
under
question.
the care of Wintercroft. I like the idea of becoming an urban legend.
I'm here for it. So he drives you into a hotel. The hotel is the Proud Alpaca.
Ooh.
And let's see. Boop. Oh no, I didn't get that there. Hold on 1 second. Note correction. And it's a decent hotel. Cusco's got it's a reasonable sized city. It's not huge. It's not tiny. There are things to do, places to see. Lots of local, lots of Incan ruins in the area. Cusco was once the site of a large Incan city, so lots of littler things kind of scattered about in the vicinity. There are 2 rooms booked for you all at the hotel. 2 twin beds in each. Because there's not apparently, when Wintercroft booked the room, if you talk to the hotel front desk person, there was all of the rooms were checked out. It was only today that there was more availabilities.
Any particular reason for that?
Yeah, you talk to the Julio will be more than happy to tell you, or the hotel desk person. Yeah, there was about 1,000, 2,000 people came through. Stayed here for a few days and then moved on.
Whoa.
Do I smell a lead?
It certainly sounds like it.
I mean, 1,000 people don't just kind of come and go for nothing.
I mean,
Was there any particular reason why? Did they give any reason?
They said they were here for an event.
Just an event. They didn't
They-
give you any details.
No, they were very quiet about it. They didn't really specify.
All ages, all kinds of people.
Not some strange individuals. A lot, all ages though. A lot of young people, but older people too.
Any stragglers? I mean, if this event is as popular as it sounds, maybe I want to know more.
There might be none. Everyone checked out earlier. They said they had to get ready for the next event. Most of them have already left town.
But you must have know they left town, right? You drove them to the airport, took them to the bus depot.
They all, a lot of them took a bus.
A
Buses?
bus?
Mm-hmm. Heading south.
Oh. Looks like the party's happening south.
Some went to the airport. It was good for business.
I'll say.
They're very
No,
polite,
bus
just a
down
little
south.
strange. So one of them had hair, like all out. It was very strange.
Oh, we're at the hotel now, right, currently?
Yes,
Mhm.
you're like talking to the front desk lady.
You know, I actually, was wondering, have we already dropped off our stuff in the rooms?
Yeah, you could have definitely done that.
Okay. I was going to say, hey, do you mind if I check the lost and found real quick? I think I just misplaced, like, my dad's old pocket knife. And I'm hoping to maybe,
Just
with
check
1,000
in.
people. Yeah, I've reached in my pockets to dump my stuff on the dresser, but it's not there, so I'm wondering if it slipped when I walked through the door, sat down
Oh.
on one of the seating areas.
Give me a charm or persuade check, because you've been here like 10 minutes. And she's like, that's a little weird.
I'll give you some charm. Oh, I'm still in edit mode. Now I'll give you some charm.
Okay.
Where did my charm go? Oh, I made it invisible.
Left it on the other character sheet.
Yes. And for the third time, here's some charm. Ah. I'm really good at this one too. A 91. That's
Oh,
a failure.
Oof.
okay. Yes, I think you're in the other roll 20. But,
Oh, there's a 20?
yes.
Oh, my
Below
mistake.
the land of fire. It's all good. But a 90 something. Well, you have a couple options. You could accept the failure. You could spend. I wouldn't spend that much luck. Or you could try to push the roll, but you need a hard success, which is half your value. Or the failure is worse.
You know what? I'm going to push it. 1,000 people moving through here. People lose stuff all the time. It might provide more information.
Push it, push it.
All right, rolling. Success. 22 out of 75.
Hey, see, look, push and roll sometimes pays off. She was like, all right, yeah, it's right through here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm just going to rifle through the lost and found, see if there's anything
Yeah,
useful,
you
any information.
Rifle through the lost and found. It's a lot of kind of mundane stuff. Like, there's a hoodie, there's a couple t-shirts, there's some pairs of like shoes, some sneakers. You do find what looks to be like a bag, like someone's like messenger bag kind of thing. With a bunch of embroidery and pins on it. Looks like it was custom done. And like if you look at that closer, some of the pins, it's very it's got like also some Sharpie drawings on there. It says like spiritual experience. Hold on, I have a list of quotes. Give me one moment. There's like a big one that says counterculture. There's one that says you don't have to look cool to be cool. There's another one that it's got like just like it's like a patch of like a beautiful nature scene. like an alien and a human holding hands on it.
If I look in the bag,
Yes.
is there any like scraps of paper, ticket stubs, anything like
There's some drugs.
that? Can I pocket the drugs?
You most certainly can.
These are mine now.
Looks to be, well, how familiar is Parker Lee with drugs?
That's a good question. What would drugs be?
What would drugs be?
Is it a place?
It could be a backstory thing. I'm just curious.
I like to think he like tried like a little, but it wasn't really for him.
Would he have tried ecstasy?
No.
Okay. Well, this isn't you know your marijuana or your reefer madness. It doesn't look like cocaine. It doesn't look like meth. But it definitely it's like a little small, you know, just little. And it's got like a happy face, like drawn on it with a shirt. Like a very happy face. And the happy face is also a sun. So.
Okay. If that's all I found in Lost and Found, then
there's also like some wet wipes, kind of like stuff in there.
These will be used for dinner.
There's a deodorant stick.
I didn't buy deodorant. Take that. Just
Okay,
pocket it everything.
Take the deodorant, take the drugs. Just that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Some like
I'll
napkins.
head back to the group.
Regular napkins.
Oh. Yeah, nothing written on the napkins. I'm sick.
No, just regular like you take extra from a fast food joint. Just put in your purse extra.
Gotcha.
As Parker comes back, you'll hear Teddy. So is it true that prostitution is legal here in Peru? Just check it for a friend.
That's a good Google. Something I did not is. Well, I got something I didn't Google. In 1986 Peru. I should really just cover all of my bases, and that's all I didn't cover. So speaking of covering bases, she'd be like, yes, it is legal.
Good to know. For my friend, of course.
Of course, sir. Do you need any recommendations?
We'll talk later.
And so that's what Parker Lee walks back out to, as Irina and Bobby May are just standing there as witness.
I think I walk and almost kind of catch them, and I was like, just gonna stay here and wait for the conversation. Finish. Just like, oh.
Well, I'm starved. Who's ready for dinner? Irina, Teddy, you said you found a good place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Here. This place. It was, nice and, like, making sure not looking at it. Just, like, this place here, yeah. Pretty good. I mean, the tour guide said so.
At Sophia's. If you point that out, the lady behind that is go. Oh, it's a very good place in town. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe a quick dinner, because apparently, whatever event's happening, everyone just left for it. So, like, I want to get on the lead, but I'm also spent. So,
Food first. Gotta fuel the tank.
All right.
Yeah.
So, you guys, Julio is out by the car. He's just like reading from a book. How to make friends. But in Spanish.
Aww.
Quickly closes it and puts it in his jacket pocket. And he was like, "Hello, are you ready to drive somewhere?"
Yes.
Dinner.
Yes. Where have you decided? Do you want me to take you someplace specific or a recommendation? Or I got lots of places. Where do you want to go? I'm happy to drive you to dinner.
Susanna's, right?
Sophia's.
Sophia's. I'm terrible with names, you can tell. Yeah, Sophia's. You said they were
Sophia's.
good.
Yes. Very good. Lots of local specialties. You have to try the house special. It's so good. And he's like driving us. So, also, we are in the city of Cusco, Peru. It was once a city that was like made by the Inca, who were very ancient people. They all died a very long time ago because they were old and the Spanish and disease. But now we're here, descendants and stuff. And we made Cusco a great city again. There are lots of ruins in Cusco. Oh, left-hand turn. In the surrounding areas. I'd be more than happy to drive you to any or all of them in the area, because they're great because they're like old and they used to be really cool new places a really long time ago, but now they're really crumbly and broken down. Because it's been a long time, and no one preserved them. Weather here is a lot
Julio.
harsher. Yes!
We overheard that a lot of people were here recently, right?
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet some wanted tours in the ruins. Was there a particularly popular spot that people were wanting to go to?
Everyone is headed out to the Morai ruins.
Morai ruins.
Yeah.
I think,
That's pretty cool. So the Morai ruins it's like a ruins, so it's really old, but it used to not be old. And when it wasn't old, it's where the Inca did like a lot of farming, but like not regular farming, like science farming. They did like experiments on the vegetables and the grains and the potato to see what would grow good where. Because the way that the ruins are, even now when they're old, but even when they weren't old, they're like different soils in different parts. And, some of the places are higher up than others, and it's, colder at one part of the ruins than the other part of the ruins, like 15 degree difference. Fahrenheit, because you all use Fahrenheit, from the top to the bottom. It's like a big dip. Oh, hands on the steering wheel, 10 and 2. It's like a big dip with a lot of layers, and some of the places, because they're lower, they get less sunlight, and so they did a lot of, like, crop testing out of things there at the Morai ruins. A long time ago, and then we figured it out through archaeology again, recently-ish, like 20
Sounds like
years ago.
fun.
Yeah, pretty cool place. I could give you a tour.
I think we'd love that.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. I think that could be interesting.
Okay. Oh, here we are at Sophia's. Sophia got this restaurant from her mother, Sophia, who ran it. Her mother ran it, Sophia, and her daughter is also Sophia. It's a long line of Sophias who own Sophia. Remember, house special.
House special. Got
House
it.
special. It's very good. It's very good. So, enjoy. If you want to hear any
Good.
more,
All right.
I'll be right here.
Thank you.
You see, as you guys leave the car, he like flips down like the little flappy thingy with the mirror. What is that called in a car?
Visor?
The visor. Thank you. The flappy do thingy. The visor. He flips down the visor.
The
And there's-
flappy do thing.
He flips down the visor in his car, and you see he like pulls out like there's like a sheet, and it's got like stickers on it, and he pulls off a green sticker and he puts it on there.
Aw.
Just give himself a gold star.
He did.
Yeah.
I love that.
And you see Rosa's restaurant, not Rosa's, Sophia's restaurant. It looks like it was like it's just coming off of the dinner rush. you know? Can't sit here. There's a cat that's just climbing all over everything. It's so cute. She can't sit there.
Aw.
Because it's where people eat. Because it's a restaurant. And you see, it looks like a seat yourself kind of place. And it smells amazing.
Sitting down.
Sit down, and it's not long before an older, like middle-aged lady, late 40s, early 50s, comes up. She's got her hair all up. She's got her hat. She looks very sun-weathered. And she's got like a big apron tied on, sleeves rolled up. Also, it's pretty high altitude up here. Just letting y'all know. Actually, do I need to start making you make things? Nope, not quite. You're not quite to altitude sickness yet, but close. So the air's pretty thin up here. You're gonna, if you like exert yourself physically, you're gonna run out of breath a lot faster because you're just not used to this level of altitude. You're 11,000 feet above sea level.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
It's just me, or is it getting hard to breathe here? Not like that difficult, but
Yeah, it is a bit thin.
I don't usually walk around with a giant backpack full of stuff, so I can. Ugh.
Hola. I don't speak any Spanish, so she's gonna talk in Spanish, and I'm gonna speak English.
I just look at like Teddy and Bobby May because those
Yeah.
two spoken.
Yeah.
What can I get you to eat today? You're new. Do you need tea to help with the altitude?
I don't
See.
think that would go unappreciated. Absolutely.
Cups of tea. What do you want to eat?
We were told that the house special is the thing to order.
Ah, very good. Very good. A special. Right. Fried or roasted?
Hold on one moment. And I'm gonna turn to Irina and Parker, and she's asking if y'all want it fried or roasted. I
What
don't
is-
know exactly what it is.
Whatever it is, fried is always pretty safe for me, so I'll take fried.
Fried,
I'll take roasted. Why not?
roasted, all right. And then switching back to Spanish. All right, so he would like fried. She would like roasted. I would also like roasted, and then whatever Teddy would like.
You know, in this particular case, I think I'm gonna try fried. I don't normally eat fried food, but
Okay.
why not?
Three fried, one roasted. I'll be right back. She goes off into the kitchen.
Oh, it's two roasted. Sorry.
Two
Yeah,
roasted.
two
Two
and
roasted. Two. Two and two. And she'll come back out with 4 cups of tea. She goes, sorry, service is a bit slow. My daughter hasn't been around since that event a few days ago. I don't know who she is. Mutter. But here's your coca tea.
Okay.
Thank you.
Don't know
heard
what
you
she
said.
is.
Yeah, your
I don't know
daughter's
what they're
missing.
saying, Irina.
Oh, she made some friends. She's waving around like a wooden spoon. She made some friends with some people. They came into town for an event. She went off to their event. And she hasn't come home.
I'm translating in line
Yeah.
as she does this after I realize
I
that,
was like,
that
"Oh."
moment of me
Yeah.
first going, oh shit. Then it's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I got this. You got the talking. I'll pass it on to the crew.
And did she happen to say where they were going for this event?
She said it was at the Morai ruins. I said that wasn't too far to
Alright.
go. To have fun with her friends, whatever. Be safe. She hasn't been back. I knew that girl was always rebellious. She did not want to take over the family business, but to just run off.
And
She
how long
she
ago
sounds
was
angry,
this?
but she looks concerned. It's one of those.
Concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a Spanish mom. Yeah. And how long ago was this?
3 days.
3 days ago. All right.
Mm.
And what's your daughter's name?
Sophia.
Sophia. All right. We're heading out to the Morai ruins. We've got a tour lined up. What does she look like? If we see her, we can, tell her that you're, concerned.
I will bring you a picture.
Oh, that would be perfect. Thank you so much,
She's
darling.
very beautiful.
All right.
Missing daughter, that's something.
Yeah, so that's another person, I suppose. So it's
Gonna-
more than just apparently these people that came in. They it sounds like they either took or, invited people from the town as well.
Getting very culty vibes here.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I mean, we knew that from the get-go.
Yeah, I guess that means we're on the right track.
I suppose.
I guess what is the game plan? We just figure out what's going on and we hightail out of there before things get messy.
What did our mission briefing tell us that we were supposed to do?
Your mission briefing told you to investigate the Morai ruins. This cult, they meet up large numbers and they disperse very quickly. It's like a one-night event and then they move on to another spot. They've been making their way across South America. So far, you've heard that they have been in Colombia. They were on the Galapagos Islands of Ecuador. They had another location in Ecuador, some ancient ruins. They did they met up somewhere on the Amazon River in Peru, and then last, Morai ruins. They suspect Lake Titicaca is next, but they want you to go there and verify, because apparently there's clues left behind each previous location as to where the next location is going.
Okay. And we were sent to investigate the cult.
Yes, to go check out the cult, see what's up, maybe, try to find out who their leader is.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Well, I guess the Morai ruins, when we get there, even if they've gone, there should be clues on where they're going next. They leave like some sort of, I don't know, like a pirate treasure map or something.
A riddle.
Clue, something.
Something.
Cryptic puzzles.
She comes back and she brings like
a
a yearbook photo of her daughter, brings it back. She looks like a younger version of this lady. Very cute. She's got curly, dark hair. Very 80s styled for the picture. She goes, "This was taken a few months ago."
All right. Well, we will definitely keep an eye out for her when we go, and we'll let you know what we find.
Oh, good. All right. And she will go, "Your food's almost ready. Fried's coming out first."
Perfect.
And she brings out this plate of food, and I'm going to put it in our Zoom chat and in the Twitch chat. This is the Fried House Special. Imagine how much joy this brings me.
I have an idea what this is going to be. It is. It's guinea pig. I had a feeling.
Cooey! And then this is the roast. The roast special. Roast house special.
Oh, God.
Look,
goes,
if you fry anything,
how
it tastes
special.
pretty decent.
Roast cooey, fried cooey. Let me know what you think. And she it's there.
Watches.
It's
Teddy digs in with no hesitation. It's done.
I give it a look, but I mean, it's fried. I'll take a bite.
It's fried. This was exactly Teddy's idea. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know what this is, but if it's fried, it can't be that bad.
Exactly.
I grew up in the South. I've probably eaten worse things than
Had
this.
squirrel.
So
It's similar.
I've had squirrel. I've probably had roadkill at some point.
Ooh.
like South.
I've had
Yeah.
roadkill. I've lived in Ohio, so
Yeah. She'll eat it. Bobby May will eat it.
I think since mine is like screaming into the void while it's standing.
It looks like it's it's smiling. Look how happy he is to be eaten.
Stares at hers for a moment, like
It stands defiantly.
this looks like I think my
Baby,
nephew
I'm
his Tompkins. And then he's just like, eh. I mean, and she'll just like take it and like looks at the
Tompkins.
just looks
You
at
can't give your food names. You can't do it.
well, she's just saying her nephew's guinea pigs was Tompkins. It's not this one. I'll do that one. Use her hands.
It tastes.
I mean, if you want to
Closer
give
to-
it a name, though, you could call it Theodora.
It tastes closer to chicken, but like a cross between chicken and pork. It's pretty tasty. Pretty tasty.
I look across the table
Alright.
directly at Teddy. We made the right choice. Fry.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely.
I mean, I'm looking at this. Like, do people eat with their hands here? Just to make sure. Yeah, if that's the case, she'll just take it and is like, okay, I'm really uncomfortable with this. Takes it, snaps the neck, puts it to the side, and we'll eat the rest.
Whoa.
What? You've never done that to a chicken?
No,
I
I
have.
haven't.
Well, I have plenty of times.
Thank
It's
you.
the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, it's better when it's cooked.
And once
Real
y'all
easy.
start digging in, she looks a little more relieved. She goes, lots of the people who passed through here for the event, they didn't eat it. I don't know if I wasn't sure. Like, you are not from here, you're foreign, so how would you think? Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's
It's
Yeah.
I
Very
won't lie,
Juicy,
the
tender, delicious.
presentation
Mm.
is a little disconcerting, but once you get past that, it is phenomenal.
This
Teddy,
is
how do you say
this is
tasty in Spanish?
prime plating in Peruvian culture.
Oh, well, yeah, like I said, delicious. I'm sorry, Parker, what did you ask?
How do you say tasty in Spanish? Delicioso.
Ah,
That's good enough, I suppose.
Like Teddy has a moment.
Good enough.
good enough.
What he said.
Mucho gracias.
Ah, see. Gives you the thumbs up, and once y'all are like thoroughly digging in,